And so, this is the easy way to do it. It was supposed to be the easy way to do it. Goes to components, there's all that stuff. Let's just say now, 9 tubes, 2 steel plates. Really? Really? Boy, oh boy. I'm not even going to bother connecting up. I'm just going to jump out. I'm going to go 100 of these. I'm going to go 10 of those. And I'm going to get back in this guy and get you away from... Why are you doing that? Don't. That's the only thing I don't like about the build and repair. It's very excited. It wants to weld things up. I didn't paint that stuff my typical whatchamacallit, ignore color. Extend those and drop down, come forward a little bit. Drop down, go a little forward, drop down. Yeah. Alright, is everything done? Everybody happy? Okay, so I'm gonna put this 10 in there, so that means everything is functioning. I'm going to assume I don't need a gyro. I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay, so I just realized I wasn't recording, so the status is the thruster will hold it, but not seemingly with inertial dampers, except for right now. I did have to put a couple of gyros on here that seemed to be just enough to move it around. I did grind down this other remote just so that it would not interfere with the other thing, and because I think if I grind that off, the antenna comes off. And if that comes off, yeah, because then there's nothing holding the there's nothing holding the reactor in place. So I want to go down here. I'm gonna try and pilot this thing down. Not sure what's gonna happen. All right. Terminal. Control. Okay, so that is off. There's no way that can actually do anything. Come on. And I'm dancing across the surface of the vehicle. I mean, is it the blast door blocks again? Are they the problem? Are they? I mean, it's kind of good that it's slowing down, but so I'm thinking that maybe it gets to a certain level here. Yeah, because that is. Do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm going to do. Maybe this will compensate for the reactor. Maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna here. What is going on? Okay, what did I just do? Did I just lock the, No, I didn't. I missed it by a mile. Oh. That's because those are down there. And it needed to go up some. Okay. Oh, it's because No, I did pull out that block. Alright, so then, connector. Alright, 0.03. Oh, the connector wasn't even on. So let me go ahead and see if I can take this up so that it will connect. Alright, there we go. I got it to connect. Okay, well, it's not really connected. So I had to go. Alright, G. Let me go like this. Okay. I want to see if I can place this block in place. I can. I'm going to build that one. So I guess that because everything is built, it's time to actually commit to doing the experiment. And as you can see, both the test sleds are at the bases of the towers. Both towers are identical. And we'll go over, take a quick glance over both of them to recap what has been done. But this is going to be the episode that we're going to find out together about the thrusters, the large small grid thruster as compared to the small large grid thruster. I have found out some things through some calculations, very basic calculations, and looking at the settings within the menus, and bouncing to the Space Engineers wiki, which I don't know if it was ever really updated or not. Get moving here. But I'm seeing something that kind of supports what Robin Shield found out, and that is a lot of the numbers that are associated with thrusters are either completely exaggerated, there's some exponential background calculations to compensate or something, or it's just complete BS. But we're going to find out, because I want to know. Oh, and by the way, you can see by the skybox that I am recording this on Saturday morning, and we've got the big red ship being pulled by I don't know what those are. I'm sure they're vanilla drones of some sort. So ho ho ho. So let's see, we'll jump over here. The first thing I want to show is that here we have the cargo containers. We got one on top of the other with their conveyors going to connectors. The connectors are locked to the sleds. And go down here real quick. And you can see the huge, oh geez, there's that rush. Whew. Would that be vertigo? Wow. I would never, for that rush that I get just from looking at a 27-inch monitor? Something like that. I would, wait. I would hesitate to play this game with a VR helmet, or VR glasses, or what. But I made a huge rectangular depression here with the drill and fill system drill here, and collected stone, which basically just about filled both of those large cargo containers up completely with stone. And this can be considered ballast. Okay, well, it filled that one up, but I don't think I'm going to need all of this anyway for this test. And so let's go take a look at test sled 2, which would be 100% top to bottom large grid. So we have a small large grid thruster. We have the large cargo container. We have a reactor for power. We have a remote control and a camera, an antenna, and I'll drop down here, and a gyro. And then all this is going to be guided up with the blast door blocks all the way up. There is no lateral thrust at all. It's just the one thruster. And it will be to the point of trying to figure out what the maximum amount of mass that one thruster in 100% full-on override can lift. And I want to see what the comparison is between the large small grid thruster as opposed to the small large grid thruster, because their thrust numbers seem to be similar. One thing I did note, as I go over to the other one so we can look at that, is that this thruster would be able to maintain this at any altitude with the inertia dampers on. Inertial. This one, on the other hand, even though the thruster supposedly is capable, well, I know it is, because I can press the space bar and it will push this container up. That will not hold it in place at any altitude with just the inertial dampeners. I think that has something to do with multiple grids and just the small ship on a large grid. I don't know. So everything is identical on this one. As I try to float up, everything's identical because I didn't want to have any conflicts with the remote controls. This one is a remote control, but obviously it's not built all the way. We've got the power source, we've got the antenna, we have the cargo container, we have the gyro, and then I have the rotor here with the remote control, a little camera, and the large small grid thruster. Everything else is identical. It's kind of mirrored because of the central cargo containers there, and it's locked in place. I did change the design down here on both towers so that it would rest on that one blast door block when I disconnect it from the connectors, so that I can just have a good starting point and I don't have to chase after it with the override. So, here's the thing, and we'll go over and I'll show you the data. You can see this cargo container has 2,173 kilograms of stone in it, and that is to make this whole ship, this whole test sled, the same mass as that one. So let's wander back over there. We'll go ahead and fly over in this handy-dandy, trusty little vessel. We'll let's see, turn on the thrusters, gyros. We'll turn on the dampeners, unlock the gear, retract. Who is that? Oh, wrong button. Who is that? Super Gremlin. Who cares? Just gonna back up here. Oh, that's exactly what I was trying to avoid. I've adjusted the DPI. What is happening? Oh, it's fixing. Okay. Adjusted the DPI on my mouse so that it wouldn't, so that I can't make you, or I'll try not to make you sick. But we'll land. And we'll shut the thrusters off. What are you building? What are you? What are you? Oh, it's building this block. It's building these blocks. Okay, cool. All right, that's cool. I was wondering what was going on. So now, what I have done in the past, and I'm going to do it this time as well, I take a short break. Well, this one is, I'm doing this video, which will be released the Monday before Christmas. And I will probably not put out another video for maybe 2 weeks. Just to give me a little bit of a break from the whole recording and editing. But I don't know. I kind of want to do that. But then again, I'm so late in the year now that, and there's so many things to do still. I mean, I have all those plans to go after. But you think about it. 2 episodes. Are we really going to miss a whole lot? So, I'll play it by ear. Let's put it that way. I'll just play it by ear. I'll just do this. I started, kind of trying to make these all fandangly and fancy here, but... Okay, so... This is the information that I have come up with. I went through this stuff up here so I could easily show it. So the test sled 1, as you see by that left display, it came in at 41,753 kilograms before anything. I threw in the additional 2,173 kilograms to get the gross mass of 43,926, which, if we look over here, test sled 2, its vehicle mass is 43,926. So they are both the same mass now. Now here's the big thing right here. Are you done yet? Here's the big thing. So as you see the maximum thruster overrides, look at the major difference between the two. And then I used an online couple different conversion websites that did the background calculation or what have you, the simplistic calculation, I don't know, where you find out the way I'm understanding it is this is the comparable mass to that force. So 172.8 kilonewtons of thrust would translate to 17,620 kilograms of mass. I think that's how it goes. I'm making the assumption. So, by that, just looking at the test sled 1 display, that would suggest that that thruster shouldn't be able to even lift that entire assembly at all, but it can. So anybody out there who is really, really smart and knows why this is coming out like this, I would like an explanation. Other than, as Robin Shield pointed out, when he thought he would need 1 billion thrusters, he only ended up having to put in a small amount to move the vehicle he was testing. So, if you look at it messes with me. So I know it can lift it. So then the 17,620 kilograms really means nothing. So now, down at the very bottom, I have put in, and they're empty, the actual maximum override thrust and the actual maximum gross vehicle mass. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going until it can't lift it any longer. What are you doing? Boy, oh boy. What did I forget up there? Oh, no, wait a second. Oh, oh, what? Are you done yet? What are you doing? That's yellow. It's grabbing stuff. What is it grabbing? No, is it? Alright, whatever. You know what? Let me just make sure everything in here belongs to me. It does. Okay. Well, that goes to show you Robin Shield was in the world. That was a long time ago. Don't worry. I'm sure there'll be a time when we get together again. So, there it is. This is what I'm looking at. And what I want to do is I'm going to deal with just test sled 1. And I want to figure out where it's at. What when I go to 100% on the override, when will it stop lifting the mass? So, yeah, let's cut to time to do the thrusting. That didn't sound right. Okay, so now that I have gone all the way back over there and turned on the antennas, I forgot to do that. Now we can get started. And I have also shut off signals because I would rather not see all this stuff going on. That Super Gremlin gets really close. But as I've noted before, and as you witnessed, there's only the 2 ships that keep flying overhead, and I don't know if that's just particular because of the moon or what, but as soon as I get back into space, then all kinds of stuff starts spawning. So I know the AI stuff is somewhat working. So I am going to bring this up, and we're going to go to test. No, I'm not going to do that. Boy, oh boy. Alright, so I want to go to terminal. And I just want to make sure I'm on the right one. Remote control. Okay. Assigned camera. Test sled 1 camera. Okay. So I'm going to control. So now I'm there. Everything's happy. Gonna turn the thruster on. And as you can see down at the bottom there, the inertial dampers are on. Put this there. So I can look out. I'm going to unlock. So now just the connector force is holding it in place. So I'm going to bring this up until it kind of there, and I'm going to unlock. So now it's holding itself. Oh, of course. Test. What? That's weird. That is weird. Oh. Let me turn that back on. That was very interesting. So, what I wanted to do... Alright, so I'm going to have to disconnect totally. This is such a pain. Okay, I'm still connected. Disconnect totally. Test sled 1. And that one's... Oh! Huh? Let me take a look at the terminal here. Okay, I must not have I must not have named the other one right. Okay, so what I want to look at is to see where this is at. Alright, so I thought that might be a percentage. So we're at 69.1 kilonewtons, at least by that. So I want to, let me put that at 70. And then I'm going to go back into this inventory. So what I want to do is I want to add, let's say, another 10,000. So let me transfer another 15. I think I will do is I will remove 1,000 at a time. Alright, I just removed 5,000. Oh, what am I doing? So I'll just connect to it here. Why? That really irritates me. That's test sled 2. Having a difficult time with the keyboard. I don't know, is this going to give me a different one? Yes. There we go. Now it should be easier. So I'm going to connect to it like this. Control, remote. Control. I'm trying to... Can't do anything else. On. Okay. I just took 10 out of here. Test sled 1. Oh. So, let's see here. I'm going to go to the top right, edit images. So, the gross vehicle mass at the end of this is 215,365 kilograms. And so now that would translate into 2,112.01 kilonewtons. Close this window. So, that is a significant increase there of what the thrust override states as opposed to what the thrust override, I would assume, should say, as well as the mass, the most it would actually. Ooh. Did I do that? Vehicle? Yeah, vehicle. Okay. So, where I was at was, yeah, this is a significant amount more than that. And it's, let's see here. 215,365 divided by 35,241 equals, once again, it's about 6 times the supposed maximum vehicle mass per that thrust. I'm just wondering here too. I think that means that everything is 6 times. Yeah. So the maximum override thrust is 6 times what the menu says. Same with the vehicle mass. That's crazy. Well, I won't say that's crazy, but I don't know, other than I've just shown myself and you that, well, I can't pull it up because I'm not connected to it, that what it's showing is the thrust means nothing. This is what it means. Just multiply it by 6. So now, that means that basically the large small grid thruster can handle significantly more than the small large grid thruster, but obviously not as much, and it doesn't have the capability within a hybrid grid to be able to maintain a, let's say, a large grid ship with small grid thrusters. Okay, I can live with that. I can work with that. I can make things with that. I can make the small grid thrusters be more of a supplemental auxiliary thruster to complement the large grid thrusters. Because considering the update that has just happened with the additional catwalks, the small grid glass, and the large cockpit seat thing, I think, what is it? It's seat, cockpit blocks. Control seat, sorry. Yeah, the large control seat. And then let's take a look at the windows. Window blocks. They're showing that they can be both that. Or do I have to buy another? Do I have to buy another? Well, it says it's both, but I guess because I'm standing in a large grid, it's not coming up. Anyway, But with all those improvements, and then some ideas that have been bouncing around in my head for the improvements to the Tangerine Traveler and to the dropship, I'm foreseeing some hybrid grid stuff more than what I do now in the future. And so this concludes the experiment. The experiment shows that the menu is showing 6 times less than what the actual thrust is capable of producing, the actual payload that it's able to lift. And this is only with ion thrusters within 0.17 gravity. But I'm thinking that might translate across to all the thrusters. And depending on what envelope that you're working in, well, it'll probably be about the same. Yeah, so it's that's it. That's the experiment. And so I shall conclude for now so that I may begin the editing task, which is probably going to be not so much because I'm not doing a whole lot, and then rendering and then posting. And I have Christmas Day off, which is Wednesday. That doesn't mean I'm going to have something on Thursday, but I will try. And if I decide to not take a break this year, I will try to continue to pop out at least a Monday video on a weekly basis. It depends on how I feel. I mean, I'm gonna have a lengthy time off before New Year's, which means the possibility of me making a video for Monday is very high. Monday the 30th. So we'll see how things work, because it depends on the plans and what I'm doing and all that stuff. So anyway, guess I'll see you later. Bye-bye.